Got a few more folks coming in here. Good morning and Happy New Year. Who knows what Auld Lang Syne means? We had to Google it this morning. Nobody. Close. What was it? I forget. No, old times. Yeah, we asked Alexa, she said old times. If you want a more definitive answer, ask me. We didn't. No, many happy old times, happy memories. This is one of the great memory. We made it to 2023. Thank you, God. Thanks all of you for being here. Yes. Amen. So, are we going to do the usual?
We're going to go ahead and do the song right now.
Whatever you want to do, dear.
Not the year right, girl.
In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace.
Good morning. Good morning. Our word for today is release. Wow. 22 out. Let's say our affirmation together. As I let go, I open to more miraculous ways of being. The art of letting go is fine-tuned daily, sometimes moment by moment. Regardless of where we live, how we live, or how spiritual we are, we all experience change. change creates opportunities for letting go. As I let go, I am present to what is here and now. I release old, tired thought patterns or habits, and in so doing, I create space for something new. When I focus on the present, it is easier to forgive, to experience joy, and hope for the future. My future goals are but symbols of how I want to spend my time now. So, I let go of obstacles, self-imposed or perceived. I let go of criticism of myself and others. I let go of disappointment in myself and others. I let go. In the spaciousness created by letting go, I realize the opportunity to be fully present in new and miraculous ways. And let's say our affirmation again. As I let go, I open for more miraculous ways of being. And so it is. Good morning. Oh, Bob, welcome back. So good to see you. Bless you. And so it begins, the end. So we're going to start with ending the new year by taking a review. And so I'd like for you to have your pen and your notepad ready. I'm going to ask you some questions about your year in review, not so that you can scribble down the questions necessarily, but so that you can be open. So this is the beginning of an hour-long meditation of sorts. And so you're asking your subconscious mind and your superconscious mind, those parts of you that seem to be out of your reach. And right now we're just inviting them to our forefront, inviting them to show us what needs to be on the paper for us today. So think about the question, what did I not do in this past year because of fear? So, and if anything comes to you that you feel inclined, that you feel inspired to write down, go ahead and do so. What were the events over the past year that were sort of anchors for me? In other words, what are the memories that I will go forward with because they were so profound? What were my greatest missteps? And I know I'm moving right through these, but just know that you are receiving just the message that you need from the outer and from the inner. You're being divinely guided through this process this morning for your greatest unfoldment, your greatest healing. What were my greatest missteps? What were my greatest demonstrations this year? What do I look back at and know with confidence that it was my divine self in that moment stepping forward? into my greatest potential. And I always love the quote, and I don't have the whole thing memorized, but by Joseph Campbell about following your bliss. And he actually defined bliss as your sort of your soul excitement. What is it over the past year that got your creative energy flowing? What is it that enthuses you? And this final question for your review. Am I able to look back at what I perceive as missteps or misfortunes and see what I am able to carry forward into my new year that is good?
You see, the soul is meant, friends, to feel spacious. Your soul is meant and designed to feel a sense of openness and an expansion, to feel an aliveness of the spirit. So the question is, what do you need to release?
And now, if you had 2 columns, you would be able to pull from what we have just reviewed, you'll be able to pull sort of what you need to burn, if anything, today. Maybe the only thing you want to burn is a sense of expectation that things should be better somehow. And choose just to be in the flow in the year ahead. But that is entirely up to you and your higher self. So whatever it is that you would like to release now, we'd like for you to transfer that to your little slip of paper. And some of you right now are saying, oh my gosh, this piece of paper is not big enough. And, literally in the past, in unity centers around the world, we've had people bring journals to burn. And there's so much smoke in the room that none of us can breathe. But again, we are relying on not what is seen, but what is unseen. And that power within you knows exactly what needs to burn today. And so right now it is moving your hand on the little piece of paper. And sometimes it means just what is a word that sort of symbolizes or represents something I would like to release. And maybe there's a sentence, maybe you feel a need to write down a little more detail, whatever works for you. Because we're going now into our time of burning what it is that we need, want to release.
So just take whatever time you need to do this in reverence and prayer. And so what we'll do when you're ready to release, you'll put it into the candle, which will be lit, and the paper will burn. And as you look at paper, you'll see the fire, and fire has always been recognized as a way of cleansing. And so the fire, if you want to sterilize a needle to take out a splinter, what do? You put it into the flame and you burn off any residual negative, whatever is in there. So it's time to do this. So when you come up, well, so we don't bump into each other, so if you come up, just come up the middle row, and then go around this way here to get your seat, so we're not bumping into each other. So this is here, and that's there, if you will. I'm going to light this, and this is a time of prayer for you, and meditation. So as it's burning, you might want to repeat yourself, I release, I release, I release, I release these energies that no longer serve me. And just drop it into the bowl when you're finished and allow it to burn out.
it's a little smoky in here, but you have an invitation now just to breathe deeply as a way of releasing now as we move forward into the second half of the ceremony. Fran is going to guide us in a reading.
This is a fresh start. Is this an affirmation? Okay. And our affirmation, if you will read with me, our affirmation is, centered in God, I create a fresh new life. I begin this year with renewed enthusiasm and a fresh perspective. I feel vibrantly alive as I realize that all the love, wisdom, energy, and strength of God are mine to express in my life right now. Grateful for the lessons of life I experience, I release past disappointments with a forgiving heart. I find harmony in my relationships as I look beyond differences and focus on the divine life and love that unite all people. I go about my work seeking to serve others with a humble heart. I find ways to develop and involve my skills and nurture my talents, allowing me to continue to grow and learn. This year, I will thrive in all areas of my life as I feel God's presence everywhere I go and in everything I do. And once again, our affirmation is, centered in God, I create a fresh new life. And so it is.
So we would never want to create an empty space without choosing intentionally, by divine guidance, what to fill that space with. So that is what the second half of our ceremony is about this morning, the power of intention. When you're clear on your intention, you take inspired action that's in alignment with your words and truth. So in your review a little earlier, we questioned what was it that you didn't like about last year and what you did like. So there may be some things now from those notes, if you took notes, that you want to say yes to in the coming year. And then I bet that some of you have already had visions of what you intend to do and to be and to have in the new year. And I know that some of you are really excited about manifesting. And we are knowing that that outer experience comes from a change and a shift in our inner experience. So as we begin to prepare to do a letter of intention, we actually used to call these letters to God. And the more and more that we decided to bring our language in line with what it is that we believe, we know that we are not separate from God. So it's not necessarily writing to something outside of us, but a sort of calling forth from what is within us, our higher self. Spirit, life, the allness of wisdom, whatever you call it. So let us take some time now, again, to ask and to open and to call forth that wisdom from within as we take some time to open ourselves to the intentions of the new year. These are not goals or resolutions as much as they are inner changes in consciousness that certainly can demonstrate in the outer as well. So I'll just guide you now in some quiet meditation during this time of writing. Meditating, there's no hurry on this. In fact, sometimes we have folks take these notes home and bring their letters back next week, because we will hold them for you for the year. We do not open them. The only one that ever sees this letter of intention is you, your eyes only. But we keep them in one space and hold that sacred space for you throughout the year, and then we mail them back to you toward the end of the year, October, November. But I know right now you are just opening and listening. I'm looking for a little background music here. The universe abhors a vacuum. So we have created a vacuum here this morning. The universe wants to rush in and fill that vacuum. And so we are aligning our greatest intentions with that energy of the universe to fill us with our highest wisdom and good moving forward. And so we are open channels this morning for that wisdom, that guidance. From the heart center. We are focusing on our divine powers of love and wisdom. Knowing that the two are sort of ride or die partners. Wisdom without the love can be cold. Love without the wisdom can be messy. And so we are calling forth both this morning as the light for our intentions. Again, no rush with this. Knowing that the guidance comes at the right time and in the right way. Those of you who have completed your letters, you are welcome to fold them and place them in your envelope and seal your envelope. And since this is going to be returned to you, the envelope should be addressed to you. Again, on your envelopes, the envelope needs to be addressed to you, and when we mail them out at the end of the year, we will place a stamp on them as well as the return address from Unity. And the true beauty of this exercise is receiving that letter and seeing so much of what you have intended came about naturally. This is not that something that we're putting effort into. We have aligned with our higher selves in these intentions. So we are knowing their manifestation. When you leave today, and if you would have chosen to leave the letters with us, you can place them in. There's a little pink plastic basket back there that says intention letters. You can leave them there, and again, you're welcome to take them, bring them back next week, or hold them on your own. For now, we're going to move on to a little bit of music. More music.
When the holidays are over, history grows another year older. Starting with a midnight wish, we'll raise our glass and reminisce. Another year behind us, and a brand new year ahead. Here's to love, it's another year long. Here's to friends, old and new, here just glad we're all here. To the tears that were cried and the love that survived, and to all a happy new year. To the lessons we've learned and the bridges we burned, here's to lang syne. Here's to peace in our world, far and near, and to our health, just glad we're all here. To the tears that we cried and the love that survived, and to all a happy new year, and to all a happy new year.
So we've come to an opportunity to share for the new year. So if you so desire, you can open your minds and hearts and give from the depths of your being, knowing that as we give, we receive as well. So if you'll join me in our giving and receiving affirmation together. Today I give freely without expectations, aware that as I give, I receive beyond measure from the benevolent universe. Today I open to receive what is being offered, aware of my gratitude and the love that radiates from my heart back into the circle of life. I am both the giver and the receiver of a loving Creator. So it is.
And always when we have given or received, we take a moment just to bless that. We know that to release any expectation that we have with our gift, and only to know that we are blessed tenfold in return as we give, because giving and receiving are truly one. And so it is. Amen.
So just know that we will send you a tax form for your gifts during the year, as we always do, so you can turn that into the IRS. Thank you.
And now it's time for announcements. And guess what? So fittingly, we have, what is it? Sparkling cider, sparkling grape juice, whatever. We had, and we even had the little flutes to drink them out of. So by all means, after the service, go back and have a toast, okay? Also, we have January birthdays. This is the time for birthdays. So would the people stand who have a birthday? I know Belinda's one of them. Is anyone else? No more birthdays. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, you're wonderful. Happy birthday to you. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you, you're wonderful. God is blessing you now. Thank you, Belinda, and you have a great year. And this Thursday, we're starting the new group, Discover the Power Within You. It's a book by Eric Butterworth, and it is dynamite. And I think quite a number of you have signed up, so that will be at 3:30 here. And we look forward to seeing as many of you as possible. And then the next thing is our annual membership meeting on Sunday, January 15th, following our regular service. So members or non-members are willing to attend also, but it's your time to be able to participate in any decisions that might be made. And now we're ready for our prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, there is God. I am divine. Natalie switched this on us a little bit, but you did very well. And then we end with our peace song. Shall we stand and make our circle?
We've got space for a circle.
Yeah.